Hello everybody, and welcome back to 7th grade math. My name is Jibin Joseph, and I'm here to help you guys out with some 7th grade math. So let's look at this. Solve the equations, check your solution. Alright, let's go. Let's do number 1, guys. Alright, 1, b minus 0.4 is equal to 3.1. So what you want to do is isolate the variable. So what do? You want to add 0.4 to both sides. So you get b is equal to 3.5. And that's your answer. Very simple. Alright, now let's do number 4. So you have 3/4 is equal to 1/8 plus v. So first what you want to do is have all the fractions have the same denominator. So once you simplify that, you'll have 6/8 is equal to 1/8 plus v. Then you want to isolate the variable, so subtract 1/8 from both sides. So you get v is equal to 5/8. Then we could do 6 and 7. 6, you just want to divide 5 from both sides to isolate the variable, so you get g is equal to 4. And 7, you want to isolate the variable again, so divide 8 by both sides, and you get c is equal to 6. Number 8, even though this may seem like it's already done, there's actually this negative sign over here. And to isolate the variable, it has to be in its purest form, in its positive form. Or not positive, but in its purest form. So you want to divide -1 by both sides, since this is the same thing as -1 times h. So then you'll get h is equal to -15. And then lastly, we'll do number 10. 8 is equal to x over 6. So how do I isolate the variable? You might be asking. So 8 is equal to x over 6. So what you want to do is isolate the variable. So the opposite of dividing something is multiplying it. So you want to multiply 6 from both sides. So you get x here, and 8 times 6 is 48. So x is equal to 48. I think that's pretty simple. Let's move on to solving the two-step equations. Check your solution. So this is like the same thing as we did before. It's just 2 steps now. So let's start with number 1. A over 3 plus 4 is equal to 6. So first, off the bat, we could subtract 4 from both sides to get a over 3 is equal to 2. Then you want to isolate the variable, so multiply by 3 by both sides. So this would equal a is equal to 6. Let's do number 3. 7 is equal to 5/6c minus 8. First of all, we're going to want to add 8 to both sides, since we already see the minus over here. So you get 15 is equal to 5/6c. So how would you isolate this? Well, it's honestly pretty simple. So the way to simplify this is to multiply it by its conjugate. What's a conjugate? Well, it's the opposite pairing. So 5/6c, what you want to do is multiply 5/6c times 6 over 5, because that's the conjugate or the opposite. And then this all cancels out to get c. And you do the same thing for 15. So you get 15 over 1 times 6 over 5. You could simplify that to 9. So the answer is c is equal to 9. Oh yeah, my apologies guys, I may have did a little goof. 6 times 6 is 18, not 9. That was a little silly of me. So the answer is c is equal to 18. We can do number 4. 8y plus 3y is equal to 44. So what you want to do is add both the y values. So 8y plus 3y is equal to 11y is equal to 44. Then you want to divide 11 from both sides to get y is equal to 4. Then we could do we can do number 7. 5.6 is equal to 1.1p plus 1.2. First, you want to subtract 1.2 from both sides. So you get 4.4 is equal to 1.1p. And divide 1.1 by both sides. And you get p is equal to 4. And then number 10, c over 5.3 plus 8.3 is equal to 11.3. All you're going to want to do for this one is what we've been doing. Subtract 8.3 from both sides. So you get c over 5.3 is equal to 3. So that you want to multiply 5.3 from both sides. And c, or 5.3 times 3 is equal to 15.9. So your answer is C is equal to 15.9. So let's move on to the next page, combining like terms. So let's do number 1. So p plus 2p minus 3 is equal to 6. Well, let's combine the p's to get 3p and add 3 to both sides to get is equal to 9. Then you want to divide 3 by both sides to get p is equal to 3. Then number 3, 6c minus 8 minus 2c is equal to negative 16. 6c minus 2c is equal to 4c. And then you want to add 8 to both sides is equal to negative 8. Then divide 4 by both sides and you get c is equal to negative 2. Then finally we'll do number 5. 35 is equal to negative 5 plus 2x minus 7. You're going to combine like terms. 2x minus 7 is equal to negative 5x. And then add 5 to both sides, which you get 40 is equal to negative 5x. Divide negative 5 by both sides, and you get negative 8 is equal to x. So we're on to using the distributive property to solve. So let's do number 1. So if you guys remember, the distributive property is just when you distribute the by multiplying this. So does that make sense? We're going to do 14 plus 2 times 4g is equal to 8g. And then 2 times negative 3 is equal to negative 6 is equal to 40. Then you want to combine like terms on the left to get 14 minus 6, which is equal to 8. So you get 8 plus 8g is equal to 40. Subtract 8 from both sides to get 8g is equal to 32. Divide by 8 and you get g is equal to 4. And then number 3, negative 3 is equal to 12y minus 5. So let's first distribute. Negative 3 is equal to 12y minus 10y, and then plus 35. Remember when you guys are doing this, you are substituting negative 5 into this equation, not just 5. So once you combine like terms, you get negative 3 is equal to 2y plus 35. Subtract 35 from both sides, and you get negative 38 is equal to 2y. Then divide 2 from both sides, and you get y is equal to negative 19. And then multiply by reciprocal to solve. So let's do number 2. 4/3 times 7 minus n is equal to 12. So instead of multiplying this through, since it's multiplying fractions is just annoying, you want to multiply this side by the reciprocal of 4/3, which is times 3/4 to get rid of that. And 12 over 1 times 3/4 is equal to 9. So you get 7 minus n is equal to 9. Subtract 7 from both sides, and you get negative n is equal to 2. Divide negative 1, and you get n is equal to negative 2. And then finally, let's move on to word problems. We only had to do one, so let's do number 3. How wide is the tennis court length, of which is 78 feet, and perimeter is 228 feet? So, actually, I don't really like that problem, guys. We could do number 2. The weight of 9 boxes is 100 kilograms. Each box weighs x kilograms, except one that weighs 4 kilograms. What is the value of x? Well, 9 boxes weigh 100 kilograms. And if each box weighs X kilograms except one, that'll just be 100 kilograms, or it'll be, as our equation, that'll be 100 is equal to 8 boxes, 8x plus 4, which is the 9th box. So you're going to want to do is subtract 4 from both sides, and you get 96 is equal to 8x. Then divide 8 by both sides, and as we all know, 96 divided by 8 is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12. So that means each box is 12 kilograms. But yeah, I think that wraps it up for today, boys and girls. Have a good day.